Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we listen to all of their records. We rank them from worst to best. We try to give our biggest banger from them if we got them. We try to have a good time doing it. My name is Tyler, and way out there hundreds of miles away is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars, tell all your friends. If you're watching on the YouTube, smash that subscribe button. And that's all I got for the boring intro. Normally we start this with our 6 Degrees with Tom DeLonge, but it's way too easy this week because literally the band we're doing, Say Anything, has Tom DeLonge. Tom DeLonge never does features, but he is on one of these songs, on one of this band's songs, and that is Say Anything. That's who we're doing this week. They got 9 records. Newest one came out just a couple months ago. So that's what we're doing this week. I don't know. Let's get into this. Let's get into the worst Say Anything record. What do you got, Jeff? Go.
I have used that song as like my 6 Degrees of Tom DeLonge multiple times in the past because this band has a lot of guest vocalists, so it's pretty easy to get that 6 Degrees. But anyway, there we go.
9 records.
There were, I will say, I have not listened to most of these records outside of one time, probably my entire career would Say Anything. So, and there's a reason for that too. These are at best.
Okay.
Is Committed, their newest record, their 9th record, came out this year, like you said, a couple months ago. It's just super new. It's super new. I have not listened to this one the entire way through until this week. We had talked about this record a couple times on the pod. I don't know if we ever talked about any songs from this, but it's just too new. I don't have as much time with this one. Like on the one hand, I like that they've kind of kept this sound and they recreated some parts of Is a Real Boy. But on the other hand, like, dude, come on, bro. You've already done this before. You've broken up before. You said, this is our fucking last record. We're never going to do another one again. And you do this. It's fine. There's an 8-minute song here that's kind of cool. Incorporate some dialogue about talking. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But it's
Yeah. Okay.
It was a chore. That's what it was.
So, yeah, I mean, it'll lead into my origin story, but yeah, I don't know. I just half of these records I could just absolutely do without. They're just not necessary in my opinion. I'm not a big Say Anything guy, really. I mean,
until this week.
Really, so we'll see. Let's just go with the worst record is Hebrews. 6th record from 2014.
Oh, girl.
Yeah. So this one's a little bit different. This one was produced by Max himself, Max Bemis. I think it was the first time he ever self-produced one of the records, which really Say Anything is Max Bemis. But every song is a different guest vocalist, which that's cool. That's a cool, ambitious idea. But I just felt like it didn't make for a very cohesive record. The songs were kind of weak. There's also no guitars on this record, which is not always a bad thing at all. But it really would have helped. It would have helped on this record. And this is also, I have no banger, but this record does have the song called Nibble Nibble, which features Tom DeLonge, like I mentioned. And the song sucks. Tom does not get featured very often. He does not feature on very many songs outside of Blink or his own bands.
You are coming in hot, bro.
This song is, I love Tom to death. Like he's my favorite. But yeah, that Nibble Nibble song is not good, dude. It is not good. Not good. So number 9, Hebrews, not a good record. What do you got? What do you got for number 8? Go.
I'll chew you up more when we get there.
Okay.
Number 8, the second worst is I Don't Think It Is. 7th record, 2016. The best way to describe this one is unfinished. The songs don't really make sense, like sequentially, and it just sounds like a glorified demo or something. Apparently, Max came to meet. This one's weird too. Like Max came to meet Kanye somehow. He knew someone who knew Kanye who was in the studio. So like Max went to the same studio that Kanye West was in, and Kanye West played him unreleased songs from Pablo, and then Max played him unreleased songs from this. And they both were vibing to it, and they both gave each other like their props and said, "Oh, I like what you got going on." So that's a weird fucking meeting.
It's so weird.
But I kind of understand it. I kind of understand it because they're both kind of in that same realm of
just kind of just not really caring. It's just, it's like
put like nice words, you know what I mean? Like antiquated words you would use is like crazy, weird,
It's not
psycho.
crazy. It's just they're not trying to make a pop record. They're not trying to make a hit. Like
But like
Pablo, there's no song on that is trying to be a hit.
but Pablo
And
sounds
much
like
like
he's
that,
just trying to be other things that Kanye did, and Pablo is not a very great cohesive record.
it's not. It's fucking
Much
long
like
too.
this. Much like this. I don't think it is. It's just a dumb. Again, I think this is a glorified demo. That's what this is.
Okay,
That's it. I have no
that's
banger.
fine. That's fine. No banger. All right, my number 8 is Anarchy, My Dear. 5th record from 2012. Got no banger off this one. There just wasn't anything exciting about this one at all. It's getting more into the pop realm. I mean, after Is a Real Boy, he discovered, oh my gosh, I could write. My pop music is going to be actually really good. And there are moments where throughout his career where he really dove into the pop realm, or his version of the pop realm, and that's what this is. Nothing seems to hit like some of the earlier songs and records. At this point too, they've pretty much abandoned all of the harder edge stuff, the more punk stuff. It's just to me it's lackluster. I think it's pretty fucking boring, and a lot of these records are long. Like a good half of their records are about an hour long. And that's way too long for some of these, for sure. So Anarchy, My Dear is my number 8. Like I said, no banger. Nothing really more I have to say on this one. So what do you got for number 7?
That's okay.
Go.
That's okay. My number 7 is Anarchy, My Dear. 5th record.
Good.
This is
Good.
This is desperate. This is desperate. Like we have a lot of stuff here that's trying to be something else. Mac's starting a family at this point, so he's going through a lot of these weird emotions, these ups and downs, and that's kind of what he thought he's going to put into this record. But there are songs that are like clearly trying to be straight up punk, right? But other songs that want to be like Green Day when they write their fucking epics, like Jesus Suburbia era fucking Green Day, and they're terrible. But like the song, but like having a sequel to Admit It is like what makes this the most desperate, because Admit It was a timepiece. It was something that was fun, unique for that period. To do it again.
What is?
Admit It.
Oh, okay.
There's a sequel to Admit It here. And it's just like Admit It was fun at the time, but like doing a sequel to it kind of diminishes the original and now makes you that pop punker sellout that you've pretended to so clearly hate. This record's dumb. I feel like this record's desperate. It's it's skippable.
All right. So my number 7.
I don't have a lot of nice things to say until like I don't have a lot of nice things to say until like my top 4.
I don't know if I have anything nice to say.
Get the fuck out of here.
We'll see. So my number 7 is In Defense of the Genre.
Damn.
3rd record from '07. This is where this is like I said just a few minutes ago, he realized that, Wow I Can Get Sexual Too is a straight up pop song. And so he doubled down on that. He doubled down on the goofiness, all that shit. And that's what this record is. It's fucking long. It's an hour and a half long. Way, way, way too long for a guy like this or a band like this. The songs just suck. I don't like this. I don't like the way he does some of this pop stuff. I really, really don't. I think it's too over the top, and it's Theater Kid, but it's not like Panic at the Disco Theater Kid or My Chemical Romance Theater Kid. It's just it's just a different level of that. Not a better or worse level, but it's just not good. It's not a good record, man. In defense of the genre, I don't like his overly pop stuff. I really don't, for the most part. So it's my number 7.
This is going to be a wild episode later on. Then I can already fucking tell with your stupid fucking opinions that are coming through.
So what do you got for number 6? Go.
Number 6, Oliver Appropriate, with
Okay.
possibly. Nah, that's not the worst. This is supposed to be like a follow up to Is a Real Boy, but it was also supposed to be kind of like their last record ever, and that's dumb. That's dumb because I think that's a gimmick. I think that's silly because people use that. This is our last record ever, so you should listen to it. You should buy it. You should compare it to our best, and that just drive sales. This is 2019, so it's going to drive Google searches more than anything else. So that's dumb and cheesy, and I don't like that. But he is honest on this one, and he discusses a lot about his personal life, as he always does. But it's a solid record with some great songs. I would never go back to it because I don't think this offers anything new. but I do think that there are things here that are refined later in their career, and it's just it's a more mature sounding Say Anything. I guess I'm just trying to like say nice things about it, but I really don't.
You
care
could
about
say
this
bad
record.
things. It's fine.
But like, I don't
It's
have anything
totally
negative to
fine.
say about this record. It's just fucking boring. The Closer
Okay.
Sediment was dope. I think it's a fantastic slow closer. I like a slow closer to end out a record. Like, I feel like you should either have like a slow closer to end your record, or it should just be like this massive anthemic 7-minute long rock song that leaves me tired.
Okay.
Right? Like
I disagree, but okay.
Oh, right. Stupid. That's why.
I want something like a closer, like Van Halen 1, like On Fire. You know, it just, you need a closer like that, just something that perfectly encapsulates what's happened on the record and just like turn it up to fucking maximum. That's what I want as a closer on a record.
That's a loud fucking banger that I kind of just said. Like, I Am the Avalanche's closer, Gratitude. Plus 44's closer, fucking Chapter 13. That's a
or Gone, you know, from Bouncing Souls. Yeah, those are. I mean, it's good because it perfectly encapsulates the entire record. But a slow jam and shit like that, or a 7-minute, you know, just kind of bullshit song. Come on, no. A
slow jam's a good closer, though, right? Like,
no,
like
it's not.
You want to go up and down. You want a roller coaster of a thing. And if you start here, eventually you want to end here, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Or like Dashboard, like what was it? This Bitter Pill. I mean, that's the best way to end that record.
That's a slow jam, dude.
But it's not though. It's not. Comparatively, it's really not a slow jam.
It's just it's an aggressive vocal performance, and it's emotional.
It's like the most emotional one. It's like his heart is being ripped out in that song. Love that song. Love that Dashboard song.
Love that record. Love that band. Love Chris
record.
Carrabba. I'll be bringing up Chris Carrabba quite a bit on the episode. So
okay, we'll see.
I'm going to foreshadow that one.
All right, so your number 6 was that Oliver? Wait, what is it?
Oliver Appropriate.
Oliver
Dumbass
Appropriate.
Name. I fucking hate that name.
All right, my number 6 is Committed, newest record from 2024. This album's fine. It's fine. But it's nothing I haven't heard before. It's like they were trying to do something from Is a Real Boy, but it just doesn't hit. It doesn't hit as hard. It just doesn't have that same almost like nostalgia kind of carefreeness that record has. It's not a bad record, but it's forgettable to me. But I'm also not a Say Anything guy. I don't have a lot of history with this band, so that's my number 6 is Committed. Really, really isn't. It's not terrible. It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. You're not wrong.
You're not wrong. It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. Yeah. That's good.
Okay. What do you got for number 5?
Here's where we get into stuff that like I enjoy, but so like in defense of the genre, it's my number 5.
Okay.
This is so much like Melancholy for me. There's a perfect record in here somewhere, but like, come on, bro, an hour and a half. What the fuck are you doing? Are you stupid? Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Like that's like you literally could have cut this down by an hour and you could have had a perfect fucking pop punk record here. It is way too fucking long. And the guest vocalists, like you have a lot of really cool, unique vocalists, but you don't let them do their thing. They all sound the fucking same. Like you are overtaking the songs. At least like you mentioned Nibble Nibble, which I'll get Nibble Nibble later. But at least like you can hear Tom. You can hear Tom be Tom. Here, you can't hear Chris Conley be Chris Conley. You can't hear these people be their own unique selves. It's muddled by just Max. But I get like why this is popular. This is definitely like Max's most epic record and his biggest attempt at writing something super extravagant. And he really, really tried hard here. And this may be like objectively possibly like the best thing that he's ever written. But it's just too much. Dude. But like you could say the same thing about like Melancholy.
Even if you
right?
pick
like
out
Melancholy,
no, because if you pick out
too fucking long.
It is long.
Up.
It is long.
It is not long. It is too long.
But you could take like 12 songs from Melancholy and just, I mean, it's already a beyond banger, but I mean, it could be even more of a beyond banger if you were to take the best 12 tracks from Melancholy. If you take the best 12 tracks from from in Defensa or whatever this record is called, you're gonna get maybe like two good songs on it.
Bruh.
Dude, you cannot compare it to
Bruh.
Melancholy in any way. Only the only thing you compare it to is the length of it. That's the only proper the good comparison.
Here's why you're getting a little too wild. I'm gonna really for a second there, because
mad.
This is called In Defense of the Genre, and the pop punk genre. I know it's silly. I know it's lasted a long time, but like, who gives a fuck, because it all sounds the same anyway. But no, the pop punk genre has gone through a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of allegations, which we'll talk about, a lot of weird things that are going on, and people discount pop punk as just being this garbage thing that, like, at best is Blink-182, and at worst it just sounds like fucking drivel. But in defense of the genre, 2007, dude, pop punk was taking a very different turn in the mid to late 2000s. So 2007, in defense of the genre, this is bringing us back to what makes pop punk so fucking great.
But it was focusing more on pop.
The writing.
It was focusing more on pop than the punk stuff.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. In this record, it was.
Hold on there, dude. Because like two songs specifically, like That Is the Way, Baby Girl, I'm a Blur. Like, these are danceable songs. These are aggressive songs. They are both bangers. They're fucking weird songwriting for the pop punk genre. This is taking pop punk in a different realm that we have never seen before. No one has done shit like this before.
Just making it more pop, dude.
It's not making it more pop.
That's what this record is.
But
it's
like,
more of a pop record than anything else.
What Say Anything does better than anybody, including Blink, is taking pop punk and making it, wow, what the fuck? I can't believe that something can be, something can, hold on there, dude. Hold on there, dude. I can't believe somebody could take Beatles-esque McCartney-Lennon songwriting and creating a pop sound and making it aggressive, making it honest, making it raw. Blink has never done that shit. No one, and we'll get to the album of the week, but no one in the pop punk realm has ever written a record that is like Is He a Real Boy? No one.
But when you're talking about like furthering the genre, look at fucking the self-titled Blink record. That's exactly what it did. That's what it did.
Pop punk genre.
It did it
for they
come on.
They just showed you. Hold on, dude. They just showed you that pop punkers can write better records that are not pop punk. That's what that did. They just showed you that pop punkers can write records that are not pop punk.
There's so many pop punk elements in self-titled.
Of course, there's always going to be, because they're a pop.
So
it's
it's a great fucking progression.
Why is it 9? Why is it 9 in the same realm?
Because 9 is just like a weird kind of fucked up pop record. It's not very good.
Oh, but they showed you that pop punkers can do something besides pop punk, right?
But also,
incorporate other things
you're looking
because you don't like it.
You're talking about self-unentitled from 2003 compared to 9 in 2019.
Yeah,
like,
it's even,
come on,
that's even better.
No,
these
it's
are
not.
grown-ass adults way past their prime, still writing pop punk songs,
doing shit that other like pop punk or pop bands.
We gotta kind of take off our little nostalgia goggles.
No, get out of here. No.
First of all, calm down, Palpatine. I don't want to get electrocuted over here. Okay, I'm just saying. In the defense of the genre, it's not a great record, but
it's not. So why are we
perfect record in here?
There's not.
There's a perfect record in there. Yes, there is. Absolutely.
There's
absolutely. 100%.
Oh my god. You're out of your fucking mind.
Absolutely.
You must have taken way too many stupid pills today. All right. So what was your 5?
That was my 5.
Oof. Okay. My number 5 is the self-titled record, Say Anything, Say Anything. The 4th record from 2009. This is where I feel they've kind of, I don't want to say perfected the almost straightforward pop stuff, but they've done it. They've just made better songs on this record than In Defense Of. They shaved down a lot of the stuff, a lot of the fat here. It's a much more concise record. It's not nearly as cheesy and theater kid sounding as In Defense Of. There's like some solid acoustic stuff here, solid acoustic songs. Like, I have a banger off this one. I have a banger, and it's Narcissist. Narcissist. Acoustic. It's all acoustic. It's an absolute banger. Absolute fucking banger. So Max, at this time, I feel he found this good balance between he just found out how to write a good straight up pop song and not make it not relying on the goofiness of like, wow, I can get sexual too, and a lot of the goofy stuff on In Defense Of. There's some goofy stuff on here, but it's not nearly as
You think
dumb.
now he found out how to write a good pop song?
I'm talking about just like a more straightforward pop song. I'm not talking about, because we'll get into this later, but you know, I feel when it comes to like shedding all of the harder edge stuff, shedding the punk stuff, and writing more pop focused songs, this is where I think he did a really good job of. I think he did a really good job on it, and I do like. He does some really good acoustic stuff. Honestly, he does some really, really good acoustic stuff. So I do think Say Anything, Say Anything. It's a fine record, and like I said, the banger is Narcissus. So
Okay.
that's my number 5. Say Anything, Say Anything. What do you got for number 4? Go.
Number 4, Say Anything, Say Anything.
Okay.
This is their pop record. Out of all their records they've done, this is their pop record. It is the most accessible record they have ever written. It is polished fucking through and through. The production is through the roof. He spent so much time. He was so meticulous on this. Everything about this is perfectly crafted to be a pop record. And that's saying something, because Say Anything is a fucking pop band that just has a lot of cool punk elements to them. Again, the problem here is there's no nuance to these songs. There's no textures. There's no layers. They're superficial.
But you don't need
There's
that.
nothing. There's
you
nothing.
don't always need that.
This is a hollow shell of what is like Say Anything. Is He a Real Boy is just on a different level. This is a hollow shell of that. Nothing will ever recapture that. That was a time and place thing. I get it. So that's why this is number 4, because it's still a good record, and it's better than half of their records. It's just, this is stupid. It just lacks personality. There's no personality here.
Okay.
I DGAF. I don't care. This record's stupid.
It's not okay.
It's stupid. I would never listen to this shit.
I don't know why I'm defending it, because I don't think it's like spectacular or anything like that. And we pretty much ranked it at the same spot, so I don't even know why I'm even trying to argue with you on this. This is just stupid. I just want to argue with you.
You wait till we get to Hebrews.
Argue with you.
You wait till we get to Hebrews.
Yeah, which I can't believe you haven't even talked about it yet.
You wait till we get to Hebrews, baby.
That's great. Hebrews is just bad. Straight up bad. All right, my number 4 is Oliver Appropriate from 2019, 8th record, before they went on hiatus or broke up, whatever you want to call it. I like this record because it is very stripped down. It doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles. It doesn't have it. Like, I agree with you. It sounds rough. It sounds almost demo like, but you can hear a lot of the nuances in, especially his playing, like his guitar playing. You could hear how hard he's hitting those strings, and just a lot of the little like sounds and just things that the mic is picking up that normally would be edited out, in the end. There's just a lot of just emotion going on in this record. It's a concept record. It's supposedly a sequel to Israel Boy. It's him questioning his sexuality, things like that. I like this album for because it's so stripped down. And I agree, there are some records that are very, very nuanced. Like Is a Real Boy, there's a lot going on in that album. I will 100% agree with you. There's a lot going on that. But I appreciate this record because of how stripped down it is. And it shows his abilities, because he could make a good sounding record so stripped down, and it can make As a Real Boy. He could do both. Like, it's props to him. I don't know.
It kind of sounded like you said not Is a Real Boy, but it sounded like you said Israel Boy.
I might have said that. I don't think I did. I probably didn't, because I'm not stupid.
I think I'm going to say Israel Boy now.
Israel Boy. Israel Boy.
Israel Boy.
Israel Boy. Israel Boy. So, yeah, right. That's stupid. So that's my number 4 is Oliver Appropriate.
Okay. All right. That's okay. That's fine.
So what do you got for number 3? Go.
What do you have left? You have obviously
I have
baseball.
3 records left.
I knew you
I have
were
3
say
records
that
left.
one top 3, because that's my number 3 is an album, their first record essentially.
Okay, so I know you're 2.
Yeah, I mean obviously.
What do you got about baseball?
Top 3 has to be the album. That's fucking stupid. Unless you're trying to, if you put baseball above Is a Real Boy, then like you're just the most bottom feeder of all silly boy and
All right.
trying to be punker of all time. So it's just.
All right.
I'm going to preface that. I'm already irritated with your potential rankings.
I don't even know why you're. I don't even know why you're.
I'm already
irritated.
annoyed.
I haven't even said anything negative. I haven't even said anything.
No, but I'm already annoyed by it. I'm already fucking bothered by it.
Well, buckle up, buddy. Buckle up, buddy. Buckle up.
Oh God, I get it, dude. Like baseball, an album by Say Anything, the first record, very raw, very low budget. Feeling Still Here though. It's a very post-hardcore approach to what will become like the Say Anything sound. Like let's throw in like Drive Like Jehu and Small Brown Bike and see if they can do like the emo scene. See if they can really craft songs like this. They can't. And this is where most bands would probably stop. This is where most bands would think like, I think we've hit our limit. I think we've run its course here. But like Say Anything don't. They do better. So I don't know. I have nothing negative to say about baseball, but it's like Jimmy Eat World's first record, right? It's fun to hear the beginnings. It's fun to hear, oh, this is where Bleed American started. Oh, this is where you got the idea for some of the songs in Clarity. It's cute. Baseball's cute. It's a cute song. It's a cute album.
Cute song? Okay.
Yeah, it's a cute song. That's it. That's all I got.
All right. My number 3 is I Don't Think It Is. I Don't Think It Is. 7th record from 2016. This one, what is that face? What is that face?
Because this is, I'm fucking terrified that you're going to put baseball above the album of the week. And it's just, I can't even concentrate on what you're saying because I'm so fucking irritated.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
About something that hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah, it's something. Yeah, exactly. This one he co-produced and pretty much kind of co-wrote with Mute Mats. Darren King played drums on this record. I don't have a connection to that band, but I'm very familiar with their music at this time or in the late 2000s. So I thought that was interesting. Mute Mats have some cool songs, cool records. And this record, it's definitely a bit of a departure at this time in 2016. I think it's one of the shortest records he's done. They cut back on
32 minutes.
They've just really cut back on the Theater Kid stuff, which is great. Has a harder edge to the overall sound, rougher sounding. They also throw in like a lot of electronic stuff, but they do it in a very nice way to where it blends with the songs well. There's some hip hop weird shit going on here too, but it surprisingly works. I was very, very surprised by this record. I just like it because it's quick and concise. Like there's not really a lot of fluff. Like I said, no Theater Kid stuff, which, drives me insane sometimes with some of these bands. This is a good record. It's a good record. It's really, I enjoy it. Where did you put this one? I don't even remember.
That was my second to worst.
Second to worst.
Because it's a fucking demo, dude. These songs are unfinished. It's silly. Like, sequencing is garbage.
This kind of matches up. So Hebrews is my worst. Hebrews is clearly your second. So this is kind of funny how this is kind of the complete opposite of our rankings. Our middles have been pretty much the same, but the best and the worst are like kind of flipped. So that's interesting. That's kind of cool. But anyway, my number 3, I Don't Think It Is. 2016. There you go. What do you got for number 2?
I'm just so terrified. I'm so terrified that you're going to put baseball as your number 1 because that's so stupid. It's so dumb. But anyway, whatever. Okay. Hebrews is my number 2. I love this record. And this is one that I never used to like until this week, and it finally just kind of clicked. Like Max tried with this one in the same way that he really tried with Is a Real Boy. There's some complex lyrics here with themes that mean a lot to him. I love the idea that they brought like a stringed orchestra in support of this tour, but like I'm not too crazy about having the strings on the album. Mm-hmm. Like
you never like strings on albums. Don't act like you're okay with it.
That's literally what I just said. That's literally what I just said.
But you're trying to like give it a pass because you don't mind it being on tour, but you're just still trying to like skirt around something that you hate. Get the fuck out of here.
I like bringing the strings on tour. I like that. That's fun. That's interesting. I just don't think the album needs strings on the record.
But that's you kind of excusing the fact that it has strings. I don't like that.
No.
It kind of is. The way you set it up, the way you set that up. Come on, guy. Come on.
What about fucking Green Day and Warning? There's a lot of strings and Blood, Sex, and Booze. Right? Yeah. No,
I'm not complaining. I don't mind it in some records, but you bitch about it a lot. Yeah.
Anyway,
continue the joke.
The guest vocalists on here, I think, are perfect because they are unique and you can hear every single person here. Unlike In Defense, where I think everybody gets muddled. Even the song like Nibble Nibble with Tom, like, dude, you can fucking hear Tom, and Tom contrasts Max's voice so perfectly because Tom is wild in the background.
Yeah,
like, it doesn't make any fucking sense why he's even doing this. It's like an afterthought. I'm just gonna send him a file, put whatever you think is okay on there, and send it back.
That's what it sounds like. Be as obnoxious as you can.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is.
And it's fucking cool. And plus, like, Max loves Tom. Like, a big part of like Max's songwriting process comes from like Tom and like how much he idolizes him. And that's always fun to watch somebody like work with their idols. But I think overall Hebrews is like the divisive thing between like Say Anything fans. People either like love it or they hate it. And Hebrews is never like in the middle. And I was on a lot of like Reddit threads this week going through, because some of like Max's lyrics are fucking wild. And Hebrews was the big point of contention to people that either love it or fucking hate it. And honestly, I used to hate this record, this one, and I used to love In Defense Of. I even own In Defense on the vinyls at some point, and I got rid of that one a long time ago. And we haven't been collecting that long. But
good. Hebrews
is one that I now fucking love this record. I think it's fantastic. It's great.
Speaking of Reddit, real quick, little side note here. Dude, the people on Reddit are fucking morons. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why right here. So I posted a couple weeks ago on Reddit that we did an Iron Maiden episode. So I posted it on the Iron Maiden Reddit.
It's gotta be good.
Dude, it was like so many negative like downvotes on it. But we saw literally no upticks on people listening. Like no massive, like compared to the amount of downvotes we got on the posts. Like pretty much like nobody ever commented on the post. It was all downvotes, but no uptick on listens. So literally just downvoting it. And there was one comment we got complaining that I said, we listened to all the Iron Maiden records, so you don't have to. And they got offended by me saying that because some people love all of the Iron Maiden records, and me saying that is condescending or something like that to people who love all of it. And I'm like, dude, how much of a bubble are you in? Like, dude, these Reddit people are fucking like a lot of these people on Reddit are fucking morons.
So good.
Oh, it was so fucking stupid. But yeah, that's fun little.
That's like the most perfect bubble that you could, or like snapshot you could possibly think of, right? It's like the amount of comments and downvotes on a Reddit thread, and then you like just post a picture of like the listens or whatever, and say there was, for instance, there's 1,000 downvotes, but only 50 listens, right? And it's like, y'all are dumb.
Seriously, that's exactly
posers, dude. Y'all posers.
That's exactly what it was. It was crazy stupid.
God, I love it. That's
Reddit
in a nutshell, right?
Reddit and Twitter, man, are just such a fucking bubble, just an echo chamber of just bullshit. That's what those
Twitter's
places are.
A little bit more. I mean, comparatively to Reddit, Twitter's a little more transparent. So there's a slightly more accountability on Twitter. Like there's consequences on Twitter. Reddit is just like the consequences. I ban your account and then I go make a fucking new one. So like Reddit is truly lawlessness.
Yeah, not 4chan status, but it's getting there.
It's damn near close.
Yeah. So yeah, what do we got? Number two.
This is it, baby. This is make or break here.
I'm just gonna say it because I don't care. Is a real boy.
You're such a poser, dude. You're such a cock.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're such a one-dimensional fucking thing. You're like a piece of paper, dude. You're just like, here's what you are.
Where's the piece of paper? There it is.
Paper is what you
there
are.
It is. Okay.
There's not even a backside to you. It's a fucking piece of paper.
That's how flat I am.
That's how fucking one-dimensional you are. I can't even think of any stupid
Just wait. Just wait until we get to the main episode.
I just don't even.
We break down
know.
Is a real boy.
I don't even know what's more basic and one-dimensional than your stupid fucking. All the words I want to say, but I'm not
okay.
Fucking say it.
I know what you want to say.
Because I'm a gentleman.
All right, so your number one is obviously Is a Real Boy, Was a Real Boy.
Dude, this podcast like circa like 2004 would be such a different,
oh my god, dude,
fucking array bombardment of words.
Yeah, wild. I know. Had we known about podcasts in 2004, absolutely. Dude, isn't it crazy that podcasts have been around for that long?
Yeah,
that's wild, man. Because I was watching Arrested Development a little while ago, and the third season was like in 2003 or 2004. I think it was 2004. And there was a mention that one of the guys has a podcast. And he's like, listen to the podcast, come to my website. And I thought, damn, dude, Nobody knew what a podcast was in 2004. Nobody fucking knew what it was. But anyway, my number one is baseball. First record.
It's
First
the
record.
punk sounding one. This is the punk record.
It is.
I like punk records.
But really, they outside of Blink, they did the pop punk sound the best. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on here that reminds me. No,
not here.
They did a lot of really good shit on this record.
Not here.
So stop saying it like that. There's a lot of Newfound Glory stuff on here, but they did it 100 times better than Newfound Glory. Like, this is what Newfound Glory wanted to do, combining the punk sound, a little bit of a hardcore emo sound with the pop punk. Like that, the blend of those genres on this record is fantastic. There's some great acoustic stuff on here. Yes, I'm doing this. There's some great acoustic stuff on here. I lost my train of thought. Fuck. This is a cool record. I was really, really surprised when I threw this on a couple weeks ago.
It's a cool record.
This is a cool fucking record. I'll say it now. I'll get this on vinyl. I'll get this on vinyl. This is a fucking rad record, man.
Good.
This is good. Yeah, good. More for us. I keep losing my train of thought. I do like the rawness of this record, how vulnerable he is on this record. I know he has a lot on Is a Real Boy too, but I mean, that's just plagued with a bunch of stuff. This is like him at his most innocent. He's not trying to do something grand or huge with this. This is just like straightforward, raw Max Bemis and buddies. That's what this record is. And it's just, it's a really cool snapshot of the time. I just think it's a good record, man. It's solid. It's long. It's like an hour long, but it's solid. I listened to this record 3 times this week, or over the last 2 weeks. Yeah, I listened to it today, right before we potted. This is good. This is a good one, man. Baseball, it's not talked about enough. Is a Real Boy, I get it. People love it. But this record it's something special. It really, really is. It really is something special. It takes that pop punk stuff of the late 90s, early 2000s and really just goes for it. I fucking love it. I liked it a lot.
I mean, it's like, you know, I mean, pop punk is essentially defined by Blink. Like, what is Blink doing to the genre? Therefore,
but Blink was never this hard. But that's the thing.
That's what I'm telling you. Is like Blink is basically like paving the way for pop punk. Wherever pop punk goes is where Blink goes. And like Enema of the State, 99, and then coming out with Toy Patch, pop punk is going in a very, very different direction. People were not doing this kind of sound. And for baseball to come out and still kind of hold on to this post-hardcore sound, but incorporate it into pop punk, I don't want to say it's revolutionary because they didn't do this to begin with, but trying to keep the scene alive, that specific sound alive, is fucking cool. And that's what baseball did. It tried to keep that sound alive, whereas Blink was taking pop punk in a totally different direction.
Yeah, it was.
So I think pop punk is defined by Blink. Whatever Blink did, that's what pop punk was.
I agree. 100%. I just really like the direction that Max and the band were taking at this time. I think they were taking it, they were just expanding on a wonderful idea, and they made a really good record out of it. Like, it's really not revolutionary, but what they made was really fucking good. And that's what this record is. There's so much raw emotion on here. The way that Max is singing and expresses himself vocally and also playing guitar. I mean, he plays most of the instruments on these records. And just the way his connection with the guitars and things like that. He did a fantastic job on this record. I think this is a solid record. Baseball is a solid record.
It's a good record, dude. I love it.
It is.
And again, this is what, 2000, when this came out, 2001. So trying to recapture the post-hardcore sound that was almost a decade prior to this is just, that's wild. Ballsy.
I know.
It's fun.
Yep. So yeah, baseball is my number one. Wrongly, it's your number 3, but that's fine. You'll get there someday. So stay tuned for the main episode. We're gonna get into.
We didn't actually say what my number 1 was, so.
Well, we all know. Well, we already did because I go second, and I said Is a Real Boy is your number 1. So,
but I didn't actually say it.
Okay, then say. Oh, I'm sorry.
Before we go closing, I want to reaffirm that not only is this their best album, but it is by fucking far their best album. It's not even close. Not even close.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. Tell all your friends, share the post. If you're watching on the YouTube, smash that subscribe button. And that's it. That's all. Thumb along.
Fuck.